Dear students, in the previous video, the narrator met an old man and he describes how he was. He met the old man near Channarayapatna. The old man was physically fit person. His eyes were suffused with strange memories and native intelligence. He was a laborer, overseer, and philosopher, all rolled into one. The old man was employed by the owner of the plantation. After the old man taking charge of the garden, the small thefts came to an end. The old man was well versed in agriculture. The income from the garden improved dramatically. The owner of the plantation became very rich. He stayed away from hard work. The owner of the plantation was involved in other activities like adultery, and he cultivated many bad habits. The wife of the owner of plantation was worried that her husband has fallen in life. He has developed many bad habits. He stayed away from hard work. This was noticed by the old man also. The owner of the plantation, he acquainted or acquired many friends in the next town and an equal number of friends in his own town. And he was having very little work to do because almost all the work was carried out by the gardener. Starting, the owner of the plantation had 10 acres of land. After the old man's arrival, the plantation expanded. The owner of the plantation became rich, but his life was gradually getting out of hand. The wife of the owner of the plantation was in a fix. She felt very bad by the way her husband behaved. The old man wanted to console her. He wanted to give suggestion in an indirect manner. So he began to tell a story. Now, one of the characters, the old man, is narrating a story. Here it is a story within a story. He began that in a far off place there was a man called Tammanna. He had everything. He was a rich person. He had a comfortable house. The most important among all his possessions was his rival Sangoji. Then he corrected his name as Basavaya. Till here we stopped the lesson. Let us continue with this paragraph. The old man continued his story. He corrected the name of Tammanna's rival and he told that he was Basavaya. Basavaya was Tammanna's rival. Now there was a competition between Basavaya and Tammanna. Basavaya and Tammanna were landlords in a village. If Tammanna bought 4 acres adjacent to his land, Basavaya also bought 4 acres land adjacent to his land. Basavaya also followed suit. If Tammanna had 10 friends, the other acquired 15 admirers. So there was a competition. If Tammanna bought more land, Basavaya also could buy more land. If Tammanna could acquire more friends, Basavaya also could gain more friends. So it was a healthy competition. To begin with, all this looked like a healthy competition. Gradually, it rose to such a pitch that there was no land left in a village for them to buy. As a result of their competition, no land was left in the village to buy. So all land either belonged to Tammanna or Basavaya. Eventually, Tammanna had 1,000 acres of land and Basavaya owned 800 acres of land. Basavaya was short of 200 acres of land to level Tammanna's wealth. So Tammanna had 1,000 acres of land and Basavaya had 800 acres of land. Now Basavaya, he did not tolerate this. He sent his men and asked Tammanna to sell 200 acres of land. But Tammanna did not agree. Instead, Tammanna was ready to buy all the land that belonged to Basavaya. Then Basavaya was mad with rage. He became very violent. He became very angry. So what he did, when Tammanna did not agree to sell 200 acres of land, Basavaya became violent and he became angry and he went along with his people and forcibly he acquired 200 acres of land. And after acquiring Tammanna's 200 acres of land, he built a fence around that land. After this, Tammanna, he did not tolerate this invention because Tammanna lost 200 acres of land without doing any business. So here he felt very bad and he did not tolerate this. Now, the quarrel between these two had sucked in all their supporters. Now there was a quarrel between them. Earlier it was a competition. Competition was now turned into a rivalry. They became staunch enemies now. So not only these two individuals were involved in the rivalry, their supporters were also sucked in. Their supporters were also involved in their quarrel. Tammanna's supporters, they gave 3 suggestions for Tammanna to get back his land. First, they told him to approach the court. Second, to lodge a complaint with the police. If he doesn't want to do these two, if he is not interested in knocking the doors of court or taking help of the police, they are ready to attack Basavaya. So because such a war had become virtually inevitable. Tammanna heard the suggestions given by his supporters, but he was in search of such a method that could destroy Basavaya completely. Annihilate means destroy Basavaya completely. He was searching such a method that could annihilate or destroy Basavaya completely. He hit upon the idea of composing all his experience in the form of ballads and singing them. Tammanna had a talent of singing. He had the talent of composing songs. He had the talent of writing poems. So he started composing all his experience in forms of ballads. Now he started singing them. Now the rivalry between these two moved away from visible towards an invisible. Invisible means abstract domain. Visible means it was visible that if one bought 4 acres, the another also would buy. If one would make more friends, the other also would do so. So this was all visible. But now Tamanna decided it to take away to invisible or abstract domain. He started composing songs and ballads, and he wants to destroy Basavaya completely. Basavaya had no answer to this because he also tried to sing, but he did not have that talent. So what he did instead, he gave more time to agriculture. He did agricultural work more diligently. But that was not answer to Tamanna. Tamanna's reputation started spreading all around. Tamanna became famous in his locality. Tamanna's songs started making a mention of Basavaya's cruelty and his meanness. So the theme of Tamanna's songs and ballads was Basavaya's meanness and cruelty. So he became famous. Scholars were after Tamanna. Critics, they acquired or earned fame by analyzing and translating Tamanna's songs. Basavaya was helpless to watch all these, and he was consumed by anger. So he couldn't understand how to overtake Tamanna, because Tamanna's popularity is growing day by day by his art of composing songs. Basavaya did not have that art. He doesn't have that talent. So he could not tolerate this. So what Basavaya did? He encroached more and more into Tamanna's land. He forcibly took all the land that belonged to Tamanna. But Tamanna did not take notice of these activities. He was not interested in his lands. He was least bothered about Basavaya's activities, because for Tamanna, art had become the raison d'etre of his life. Raison d'etre means, it is a French word meaning most important reason. So art has become most important reason of his life. Tamanna was felicitated, honored as the best poet of his time. So he became popular, more popular compared to Basavaya. Basavaya felt very bad. He was shrunk in humiliation. He was humiliated. But he did not stop. Nevertheless, he started filling his life with all kinds of material wealth. He did not have the talent of singing or composing poems or ballads. So what he did? Alternatively, he chose to fill his life with all kinds of material wealth. So he got constructed a palatial mansion for himself. He appointed many number of persons just to praise him. He bedecked himself with gold, diamonds and other precious stones. Bedecked means he decorated himself with gold, diamonds and other precious stones. But still his house looked dull and empty. Why his house looked dull and empty even if it was a luxurious and comfortable one? Because his house did not have Tamanna's books. That is what the visitors told him. Therefore, he started inviting scholars, poets, and musicians to his place, because he wanted to overtake Tamanna. He wanted to become more famous than Tamanna. He wanted to show that he is more superior than Tamanna. In this way, he started investing his home with meaning. One day, Basavaya came to know that Tamanna was ill. He was not feeling well. Now, Basavaya felt that he could surpass Tamanna because health is wealth. A person may sing, write ballads, but Tamanna started suffering from disease. Now, Basavaya felt very happy because Tamanna was ill, Basavaya was healthy. So Tamanna's disease was Basavaya's health. He wanted to surpass by maintaining himself healthy. However, by this time, Tamanna had thought of yet another method of punishing Basavaya. Earlier, first time, he thought to move their rivalry from visible to invisible. So he became famous. He was the famous poet. Now, for the second time, he is thinking of yet another method of punishing Basavaya. How he wanted to punish Basavaya. How? That was death. Tamanna knew that if he continued at the level of the body, if Tamanna continued at the level of body, Basavaya would go on offering a stiff competition. If Tamanna remains alive, Basavaya will give him a stiff competition. And he thought that if Tamanna's songs are separated from his body, if he is dead, if there is no relation between the songs and his own flesh and blood, means if he is considered dead, that would destroy Basavaya completely. This is how his thoughts went. Second time, he hit upon an idea that was death. He wanted to give an impression to Basavaya that he was dead. He was thinking of this idea. So here, that's when he realized how strange human nature can be. So he tells that human nature is very strange. The old man began his explanation to the owner's wife. He continued his explanation, his narration. I stop here. I conclude the story in my next class. Thank you.